the front entrance looks like. And you can tell it's kind of grown up with all the goldenrod and whew, I do not even know how much, what everything else is, but down both sides of the road. It's really starting to look like fall here though. Look at all the changing colors of the leaves. So that's what I'm going to be working on while Mike is working on bush hogging some more. Okay, it's time to keep on plugging. Here we go with the weed eater. Have one of those tools that just won't work right for you, but they work right for the person who owns it, which would be Mike. Yeah, that's what I'm running into every other minute, but I'm getting there. Well, the calves have decided to come up here and find out what in the world is she doing. Are they cute? A little hair on. Okay, so I'm going to show you the entrance and see what you think. I'm not completely finished, but I really just kind of wanted it to not be a hazard to drive out of. And that's the honeysuckle. I just cannot bring myself to do away with it just yet. So I kind of wanted to be able to see the traffic from about right here, so I can see down the road that way, and I can see down the road this way. So we're doing better, much better. Back to the field we go, bush hogging. fun on earth looks like. Right now, anyway. So you can see the ridge almost all the way around, except for trees. And thorn trees and briars and bushes. So that's what Mike is working on. You can kind of see the path where he's already gotten to, and some of the thorn trees that he's cutting down. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And he's very brave for trying it.
All right, from this telephone pole here is where our electrical line to the new location of where we're thinking about building is roughly 1,650 feet at a little over $1,300 100 feet. It's going to be pretty salty and expensive, but I think the view is more worth it than the money is. So we start here, and from the inside of the truck, we come up here to see where this cedar tree is coming into the corral that I worked so hard to save that everybody wanted me to get rid of. Well, guess what? It's got to go for the electrical line to come through here up to this pole. So bear with me as we drive through the corral, and you see this good looking cedar tree that nobody likes cedar around here because there's a dime a dozen. But I saved that one because I kind of like the idea of having shade in here in the corral area. So I was trying to do a good thing, but so we get to the point up here through the corral pen, and right here is the pile of rocks that me and Mary took from the old house place over there and piled over here for a storage place. Well, guess where the next pole's gonna go? You guessed it, right there where the rocks are. Hopefully they'll put it one side or the other of it. And there'll be a guide wire since it's gonna angle across, come across the road on this side, and we'll put a pole right here, and then we'll come down to the bottom of the hill. Bear with me, I'd sing to y'all, but I think you want me singing. Maybe me, but not me. It's a little bit of a rough ride. We gotta work on this road some for part of the project, but it's only money. But we're at the bottom of the hill now. As we get to the bottom of the hill, those poles are going to be following this road up down to this point. And from this point here, where that big old dead tree is there, all these trees from there to the gate opening there has got to go, and for it to fit right. So we're going to drive through, across the creek. It's lowest it's been since I've known it, which is only 35 years. But anyway, all this right in here from that dead tree there, all these little trees and saplings, and actually trees now, they ain't saplings anymore, they used to be. All this has got to go. And then when you see this fence line here, that fence line goes through all those trees and those thorn trees and stuff over there. That's all got to go, and it's going to go up the hill, and it's going to keep going. So all that right there, these thorn trees, and when you get around this corner here, this is the road that goes up to the cemetery. We're going to use this for our driveway, but the electrical poles will go right up next to that fence line there, all the way up to the hill where that tree is, and just on the other side of that tree is where we're planning on building a house. So I don't know how to zoom on Mary's camera, but she's gonna lean over here and do it for me. There you go, that's pretty simple. Whoop. All right, there. It's gonna go all the way up to that point there, and you can maybe faintly see it just on the edge of the hill. There's a couple of flags sticking up. That's gonna be where the edge of the house is. Well, there'd be a beautiful view. Be expensive to get some electric up there, but I just seem not to live that primitive. But that's what I know about the electrical poles being put up, so that's per my wife's instructions to do all
And
this.
right now, this is the view from the shop. Looking down the back of the hill, you can see exactly where he got to bush hogging. And then riverfront. So beautiful. Okay, so you're standing where the shop is going to be, almost where the roll-up door is, right?
Roll-up door goes this way.
Okay, and so it is how many feet of...
The concrete pad is 20 by 20.
Okay, so it's going to go to about right there into where I am standing directly from Mike. Alright, so that's the corner of the shop. You can see the one to the right there by the cedar trees. And then the other side is right there and straight back. So he's got his tree behind. And it's 100 feet from the house. And then I'm standing in the back porch close to the master bedroom, and this is going to be the view. So I will have the red oaks on this side, the shop, and the river.